of our house band in the next room. That's what I wanted to hear. Doesn't that feel good?
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Nice.
Doug Henthorn, Tim Fuller, and Wade Parrish. Pretty much all Supreme Court justice names, don't you
Yeah.
think?
A little bit.
Yeah. Justice Henthorn today on Roe v. Wade said he'd prefer to swim. Apparently not clear on
what way?
spelling.
I feel like only the guys in the room will get this. This is the song that comes on when you get up the nerve to walk across the room and talk to that girl. You know, when
At the wedding reception.
second drink kicked in, you're like, forget it. Let me just go over there.
Your life is like a movie, isn't it?
Yeah.
Everything you think is like in a movie.
Well, let's see who's talking here.
I love that.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Here on the show today, we have our guest host. He is comedian Al Jackson. He's going to be at Go Bananas starting tonight in Cincinnati, Ohio. In the next room, we do have Doug Henthorn and the guys playing some great music. This is a great. This would be great in a movie.
Yeah.
We're in the Napa Auto Parts Studios. Our engineer, of course, is Ace Cosby.
My friends.
Assisting with the mix today is the great Eddie Hazel with the hey hazily eyes.
Oh, yeah.
What color are Eddie's eyes?
Brown.
Oh, you shouldn't have said that. It ruins the whole illusion. Speaking of brown eyes, wait a minute. Ace.
I don't have brown
Ace
eyes.
Brown.
Chick Brown.
Chick Brown. Al.
You know,
Brown.
Tom.
Brown.
Brown.
Yeah, Josh Brown.
Josh.
I don't have brown eyes.
What color are your eyes?
Kind of hazel.
Yeah.
I have the hazel eyes.
Christy Lee with the hey hazily eyes. It doesn't
Look
work.
brown to me.
They look brown to you?
This is Blue-Eyed Tom speaking.
Huh.
Now, Doug, is this an actual tune of your guys, or are you just having a little some fun?
Oh, yes, it actually is. It's a new record.
Does it have lyrics?
It does have some lyrics.
They're
They're not going to sing over your talking. I mean,
I just want to know what the song's called, and maybe I can figure out where the lyrics land. Oh, what's it
Or
called?
maybe he can tell you where to put the lyrics is what he means to say.
Actually, this is called Medicine Man. It's a song inspired by Tim and Wade's trip back from Colorado.
Oh, Medicine Man. Oh, say you guys.
This was inspired by.
You guys are fans of the reefer, as I like to call it. Well, I think we should. If we want to talk about drugs, clearly we have to go to the drummer.
What did Wade ever do to
No,
you?
I'm joking. It's obviously if there were horn players, we'd know how to score. Well, thanks, guys. We're going to hear from you a little bit later on. Very nice. That sounds. I can't wait to hear the tune. Medicine Man.
Yeah. I live in Colorado. I'm listening to that on the way back.
Al lives in Colorado. And you have a license to kill, right?
I do. I have a license to party. A license
He's a
to
killer.
ill.
Now, in Colorado, you don't even have to have a permit, right? You just go to the medicine store and.
Permit. I'm not opening a children's swimming pool. No, it's recreational, so you can just go in and buy it. And they also just legalized mushrooms.
Yeah.
Here
in
we go.
Denver.
Right.
They're legal. So isn't that amazing?
Mushrooms, more value for your dollar.
Yeah.
That's right.
That's right.
Hey, Mom, I didn't do well in the SATs. My pencil ate me. I told you, Billy, don't take the shrooms before you take the
Have you
My
done the
teacher turned
shrooms?
into a bear.
Have you done the shrooms?
I did shrooms like a while back, maybe like 10 years ago in Florida. That was weird. I don't.
The only mushrooms I eat, I have a nice
my
little
Portobello.
side, a little portobello on the side of a fillet. I don't need
grilled
to have
some on the grill
my
yesterday.
fork eating
Can we
me.
pass this a nationwide law to stop putting a big mushroom, just because it looks like a hamburger patty? Can we stop?
I don't like that.
Can we stop
It's
making it a
fleshy and
sandwich?
weird.
No,
It's
they're
not. Just a veggie burger.
A quality
that's fine.
mushroom is good.
Between
It's
two
like a
pieces of
steak.
bread. All right.
It's very nice. Now, we should point out that Josh is unusually quiet. Why? Because he was up very late watching his St. Louis Blues get a huge victory. I have been
You're
nothing but
worthless today.
positive.
You're
I've
out.
been nothing but positive to Josh. I took the time and trouble to create this fabulous
Yes, you did. The
piece for
time
him.
and trouble. I'm hitting 2 buttons.
I should have faded that. A little rough.
Have you heard the news about our St. Louis Blues?
It's very nice of you, Tom.
Would you like me to see
You
if
took
I
an unrelated classical piece and you threw it on the beginning of a song I hate.
It's a song. It's a tribute to your
So
St.
nice of you.
It's a tribute to your St. Louis Blues. I think this thing here. I think Doug, being a musician, will agree that has a certain amount of gravitas, if you will.
Sure, yeah.
Thinking something important is coming, and then it links into this audio turd.
Which is funny.
Yeah, that was the point there.
But
But
to call it a gift for me is...
Which Tom is over 1,000 hits now. It was 122 last week.
oh, okay, wow. And meanwhile, Gloria's on what, 80 million?
Something like that.
Yeah, the Brannigan family can't be too upset.
No.
What song? What are you talking about?
Gloria?
Okay, stop for a second.
See, that's the one I want to hear.
Yeah, that's the one that fans want to hear.
First of all,
That's not the one Tom wants to hear, though.
Right.
if I'm
So
going to
he
hear
assumes
Gloria,
everybody thinks
if
that.
I'm going to hear Gloria, I want to hear Gloria.
Oh, I like that one too.
Doug,
but
you know that one by chance? Okay, can you kick the band? Did you know Gloria? Them, Van Morrison? If not, you have
Josh has been unusually quiet today.
15 minutes to learn it.
Yeah, why have you been so quiet? I've been talking so much. Okay, it's tough to get a word in. I understand.
Your team won, Josh. Congratulations. What do you have to say about the game? Go.
Boy, all Bruins first period.
Jordan
and then-
Bennington was out of his mind.
Yeah, he sure
He's
was.
the
He put
goalie
on
for
a
the
clinic.
Blues, Jordan Bennington, and
So
fifth string on a farm hockey team.
Terrific game.
I didn't realize that the Blues were in last place in January.
Yes, last place.
Absolute last
in the league.
place. Fighting at practice between the players.
Right. And Craig Berube, who they still last night were calling interim coach.
Yeah.
The search for the head coach will not be long this summer.
I would
guarantee
hope
that.
not.
Yeah.
Oh, you never know. So I have a technical question.
Man,
Yeah.
they-
So the NHL has the Stanley Cup.
Yes.
Which I think is great because I much prefer cups. Al, if you'll bear with me for a second. Cup, much better than these plates they award now. See these tennis matches, the guy gets a plate.
I don't get that.
Yeah, it's a cup is the tradition. What is it? What's going to be next? A fork? So that you can have a complete set of cutlery.
pen.
So my question is, the
pen.
Stanley Cup famously, each member of the team will get it. It'll travel around with them, and they'll be able to do various things. So that the Stanley Cup's been photographed at the bottom of a swimming pool and on a boat and full of beer and whatever.
And naked men sitting in it.
Yeah. Do they? And I know the cup has sort of two caregivers, if you will. Does the cup go on the
the cup
plane?
sick?
Because presumably they're going to have some kind of celebration in St. Louis today or tomorrow, right?
Right. Yeah. I don't know when the parade will be, but
Does
yes.
the cup go with them on the plane? Do they get to take it?
I don't know if it immediately goes with the team or if the NHL holds on to it until
Two things last
After the
night
parade.
after the Blues won. These two guys come out wearing white gloves,
Yeah.
holding the cup.
Yeah.
Right.
There's this big majestic music. They bring it out. They set it on the ice. And then they go, ladies and gentlemen, your Stanley Cup champions, the St. Louis Blues. And then all these guys grab it with their grimy, sweaty hands from the game and hold it up. And NBC had to apologize because there were so many F words. And I bet
Yeah.
there were 20 in 5 minutes.
easily.
Holy.
Yes.
Oh, my
Yeah.
God.
well,
And hockey players are.
F, I can't believe this.
of course.
If you've ever been in a hockey locker room, if you're ever lucky enough to get in one, they are the dirty, like in terms of language, it is unbelievable. It's Red Fox and
And so
And since it's
so
Canada, when
soft-spoken.
they say A, F, and A.
yeah.
So you got your
That's
you
a
got your-
transmission place.
You
Right?
got your A and your A and your F in the middle. Well, I guess they can't be fined because technically it was after 10 p.m.
They went to
so-
commercial and,
And then
they
they-
came back and Doc Emmerich goes, "We have turned off the microphone that was down there."
Yeah, and this is going on for like 5 minutes, and everybody's F this, F
Yeah.
that, oh my God, F that. And then they come back, well, we finally turned off the microphone. I'm like,
Well, what did it take?
What is it? What
Right.
time?
It's
What
a
time was
button
it?
you
Was it
push.
after?
is it some union thing?
Yeah.
They couldn't, yeah.
It's after 10:30 Eastern.
Oh,
So
that's,
is our-
oh no, then then they could get fined
In the Pacific
in
Coast.
in that time zone
But
because
well, then how do they do it when like some jerk will yell, like they'll give like a normal interview like to a street
Right.
reporter, and then after 10 seconds into the
they haven't
just
fined
they-
anybody for a while for that, but you have to take measures to prevent that.
right, but
It's-
you're not
it's a really
responsible for
vague,
like because I always thought
gray
interviewing
area.
people on the street would be dangerous for that.
It is.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it can be. But there's the FCC doesn't really have very specific rules. It's all based on case law. It's incredibly boring, and I know way too much
Let's
about
get into
it.
case law.
But there is something called a safe harbor. After 10 p.m., they can do pretty much whatever they want. But that was being broadcast on the West Coast, so it wouldn't have been after 10 p.m. But they'll.
That play-by-play guy last night, I know virtually nothing about hockey, and I enjoyed the hell out of that. Like,
Yeah,
that
Doc
guy,
Emmerich is amazing. He's a legend.
great.
And he's, of course, a doctor of.
Hockey.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah,
Doctor of hockey.
He's a podiatrist.
right. Yeah, but there's still
But that goes
doctors.
without
Because there are famous doctors that are announcers, Dr. Jerry Punch,
Sure.
for example. But
Ferdy Pacheco, the fight doctor.
yeah. Now, we have, did we mention we have a great guest in the studio? He is comedian Al Jackson.
Thank you, sir.
Al is on his way to Go Bananas in Cincinnati, Ohio. And now, you said, did I make the assumption because you're of African-American heritage that you know nothing about hockey and that you don't have a hockey story? I did not make that assumption because I know nothing
felt
about hockey.
it.
You felt that vibe?
No, I actually went to maybe 8 Avs games last season.
Yeah.
That's the team in Colorado.
Okay.
Hockey's a fun live game to go to.
Yeah.
It moves. It's a fun game.
So fast.
Yeah, but I feel like I paid it forward, put a little good karma out for Josh yesterday. I'm flying to Cincinnati where I'm performing, and I got that thing where I'm in the aisle and there's a middle seat that's empty and then there's a guy in the window. And like 3 minutes into the flight, I'm just like, who is farting already on the plane? You know, like when you have that where you're like, who? It's so early. Like who?
Yeah.
Like where it's not funny because it's just you and you're
Right.
getting upset. So it's like every 3 minutes I'm getting these like bursts of funk. But I'm like, whatevs. Writing my script.
I need a burst of funk.
It was a burst of funk. And the guy in the window who's watching Game 7 on his laptop goes, my dad can't get it on his phone. We're huge Blues fans. Can he sit in the middle seat? So I was like, Game 7, no problem.
Yeah.
I give up the empty middle seat to now
That's
have somebody
huge.
right next to
Wow.
me
Yeah.
for Game 7.
That is a big
amazing.
sacrifice.
Homie comes and sits down. I realize it's him that's farting. I moved the fart guy from the back of the plane right next to me and put a seatbelt on it for your Blues.
This is the no good deed goes
Right.
unpunished.
Yeah.
Right.
As soon as he sat down, I was like, this is the farting guy.
Oh, man.
Yeah, but maybe he's nervous. I was nervous when the Cavs won. You gotta get the little bubble gut. So
Did they share the computer so you can all watch?
it was really
I heard bubble gut.
it's you never. It's weird to use the phrase cute, but it was really like a nice scene because this father and son was like sharing earbuds. Like they each had
yeah.
one, so they were both obviously huge fans. So maybe
Cheering loud when there was a goal scored. And
they were very calm.
as Blues fans, you
Yeah.
keep thinking the bottom's going to drop out of this at any time.
When did it hit you that like we might not blow this?
20
period?
seconds left.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
going to say the Bruins scored with like 2 minutes left or something. I'm going, uh-oh.
Yeah,
I don't know. This will be the worst that'll be the most amazing or the most heartbreaking comeback in the history
And
of the
quite
world.
honestly, it still hasn't completely sunk in. There were some tears shed last night, and I was texting my brothers and stuff, and then
Well, that was because Pornhub was down.
Now it'll be interesting to see what we can get the stats tomorrow.
right.
On Pornhub?
Did the New England Pornhub numbers go up, or did the St. Louis?
I think that's the big story. The Bruins fans are upset. I think we should talk about that.
Now, what did you say? A burst of what was your phrase? A
A burst of funk.
burst of funk.
I was so mad. I'm just
burst
like,
of funk. That sounds like it'd be the,
like a Parliament song.
Yeah, it does. Exactly, yeah.
and then then Parliament or Funkadelic would sell it to some candy bar.
Yeah.
Isn't there a song called "Get the Funk Out of My Face" or something?
Oh, I'm sure they
serious.
every way that they could play the word funk, they
This
did it.
and that.
Oh, no.
They're only giving you the messages that say, hey, I remember the Fuller Brushman.
Right.
You're not getting the hundreds of messages that say, what the hell is Tom talking
It's
about?
like Vegas. The machines don't make noise when you lose.
Yes.
Yes.
Instead of wah wah wah.
Imagine if
wouldn't
the
that
machines
be?
made noise when people lost
Yep.
everything that they came with.
Yep.
I enjoy the obscure references.
Oh, I do too. I love them, actually.
I don't know what we do without them.
Maybe we
I'd
should
like to see, but
maybe obscure reference of the week.
Yeah, we need to do that. We
yeah,
we
get that
threatened to do
sponsored.
that.
That'd
I
be
mean, I think we could
tough.
do of the day, though.
Yeah, I think I get it this
No.
week. I had a really good one yesterday, but I'm not gonna say what it was.
Okay.
I'm not gonna repeat it, but it was
it's
obscure.
because you can't remember it.
No, I can remember.
What
Go
was
ahead.
Write it down.
What was it?
Oh, it was during the napalm joke.
I didn't do it.
Remember what Al just said? Would you like to see those emails?
Which,
I was just trying to side with the Team USA, but right now,
Is it time?
He's Cosby.
What is this, a joke? Are you joking? This is a joke, right? What are you, from a radio station?
Now we got a couple of movie buffs here, and they like quote lines from movies.
Oh yeah, that's what we do.
That I've seen, but I don't remember the lines.
Go ahead, make my lunch.
Well, in Star Wars, Yoda, he has a last name.
oh, yeah.
You know what his last name is?
Uh-uh.
Yoda Lehihu.
Leahy-hoo.
He almost couldn't get the punchline out. He thought it was so funny.
I love that. Yoda Leahy-hoo. Oh, come on. Is he Hawaiian? Yeah, maybe add to the setup. Yeah, he's Yoda's from Hawaii.
If you just would have said Leahy-hoo instead of and adding Yoda to it, I think let us do it.
Yoda Leahy-hoo.
Okay, so no, we were talking about the Fuller Brush Man, and
I love that very much.
Joke dumb as ace.
That's very good. My grandfather in the 50s had a door-to-door carpet cleaning service. Thank you, Rich. I find it somewhat amusing that Chick would term me an idiot.
Grant me the serenity to accept the thing.
This is from our new junior windbag vice president, Larry.
Yeah.
He says, you'll recall a short number of weeks ago, Chick was prepared to assign the sports desk to me for a day.
What was that for?
The vaping smoke alarm situation.
I don't remember that.
I don't remember that at all.
Yeah. I don't
Whatever you say, Larry.
Okay, we have lots of
Doing a hell of a job,
lots
Larry.
of junior windbags.
Keep it up, Larry.
Now,
Is
Christy,
your homework, Larry?
we also have a dad in the room or two. Let me think here. 1, 2, 3.
I don't claim my kids.
4 dads. Okay.
Everybody but Josh and Ace, as far as they know.
Yeah.
And now Father's Day just around the corner. Now, how many kids do you have?
I have one that's mine, but I have 2 other ones that I'm just taking care of because they're my ladies. So
They got a cane.
Make
with
sure you put that in their birthday card.
well,
You could have just said, I have 3 kids.
my son is my son. I don't know if you know this, Tom. Some of the other guys here do. He started doing stand-up comedy.
I didn't know
that. When I was dropping him off at his mom's last night, he was like, "Hey, maybe you could bring some of my jokes and tell them on the show."
all
and
right.
I was like, "No," and he. So I brought his joke book. I'm going to try a couple of his jokes, and for Father's Day, I'm a proud papa.
Okay.
You know,
Of course,
it's the
yeah.
only- if you guys don't like them, I'll put them in timeout when I get home.
Okay, all right.
Let's try this one. My dad's poor.
How poor is he?
I like going to my rich cousin's house for Easter time because they have a Fabergé egg hunt.
Oh,
wow. That's rich.
I only found 1 egg this year, but it was worth $19,000.
That's a solid joke.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
That's a good
It's got a nice reference. It references Fabergé.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a smart kid. Let's try this one. I just started 6th grade. I really, really, really liked my teacher. I don't think my dad does, though, because every time he sees her, he says he wants to hit that.
Again,
He's killing.
Yeah.
rock solid joke.
Let's try one more. What is up with that Dora the Explorer? She's smart enough to speak 2 languages, but needs my help to count to 10 to cross the bridge. Sounds like a lazy. Oh no, we want.
Hey.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Read through some
Your
of it.
son open for me?
Those are excellent
We're
jokes.
political, huh? All right.
Yeah.
Once again, Jeff Oskay will be doing his thing on stage, Peoria, at the Jukebox Comedy Club.
Go see Jeff.
And
Yes.
Donnie Baker and the Pork Pistols Saturday night with Josh Arnold. Me. Jackson, Michigan,
that's
at
a
the
great
Michigan Theater.
venue. Yeah.
And also, we got Al Jackson right here. He's going to be in Cincinnati.
Yeah.
We got our big Midwestern footprint today. Very
Go
active.
bananas.
Go Bananas?
I'm taking the weekend off, so.
Okay, good Ace.
That means I'm going to use Ace's joke. The yodelay-hee-hoo.
That's a solid
He
joke.
literally extended his arms up in the air.
Oh,
after
he does
told
that
it.
for
Yeah,
every
it was
joke every
awesome.
day.
Hey, speaking of idiots, I got a letter here.
All right.
Now, we had a news story, I think it was Lithuania. Some guy that owns a circus had to take the bear hostage because I guess they were trying to shut down his circus.
Yes.
So we were kind of joking around about these circus bears and how sad it is. Here we go. My friend and I were watching the old Ed Sullivan show.
Good God.
A bear. Hear me out. Hear me out.
Does this ever end? And the doorbell rang. It was the Fuller Brush Man. And
He was selling war bonds. A bear wearing a hat with one of those fluffy things around his neck was
A
holding
boa?
a trumpet to his mouth while riding a unicycle.
I'd pay to see it.
He goes, in the background, the very famous Herb Alpert
Oh, gosh.
was playing trumpet. And my friend actually said to me, man, that bear can really play the trumpet. We all stared at him and said, are you kidding, you idiot? Can you imagine the audition? The bear comes in, plays the hell out of the trumpet, and the agent goes, yeah, that's a nice trumpet, but could you maybe have him riding a bicycle backwards? While playing the trumpet.
That's the worst letter you've ever read.
No, it's not. It's hilarious.
Man.
How stoned do you have to be to think, wow, that bear's playing a trumpet?
Well, I mean,
Christy Lee is once again at the Navy Federal Credit Union news desk. Yes.
They trained the bear to ride a bike. I could see why the guy went, well.
my favorite old
can ride a
Robert
bike, you
Schimmel
might-
joke is he goes, they didn't train the bear. They nailed his feet to the pedals
Yeah.
and hit him.
Yeah,
He said he's not riding, he's running.
Yep. There you go.
Bob